Binance turns 9 this month, but the world's largest crypto exchange is dealing with a fresh setback in Europe, days after withdrawing its EU license bid under the bloc's new MiCA rules for crypto assets last month. Co-CEO Richard Ting sat down with CNA's Roland Lim to explain what comes next.
So we are still working very closely with the regulators in EU. We're very supportive of the EU agenda and MiCA itself. It's very unfortunate, I think, the Greece application took much longer than what we expected, and we work very closely with the Greek regulator. So, we are always given the impression that we have a fully compliant application. It's on course to be approved much earlier, and then there was delayed. But we can't delay much further because there's a timeline, and we need to be responsible to our users in EU, which is why we withdraw. But rest assured, we are still working very closely. We are still very supportive. Users are safe. But a very interesting data point, right? So, of the funds that from our EU users that withdraw, 70% of it goes to self-hosted wallets and not to other EU regulated entities. And that speaks volume because, it goes to self-hosted wallet. Regulators have no visibility, in terms of AML risk, etc. In terms of risk, actually, it is a much higher risk profile and exposure for regulators. So I'm not quite sure whether that meets MiCA's objective on that front.
Binance turns 9 this month. The company has gone from a crypto disruptor to, as you say, one of the most regulated financial platforms around. What's been the biggest difference compared to 2017 when you were first formed and today? What more needs to be done?
Binance started in 2017. At that point in time, there were only 6 million people around the world with crypto exposure. Today, we are closer to 740 million people around the world with crypto exposure. So you can see the exponential growth, right? Half of them are on our platform as users. But the next leg forward, you're going to see crypto as part of the financial infrastructure. A lot more assets will be put on-chain, as I mentioned, whether it's commodities, whether it's equities, pre-IPO offerings, etc. And we are supporting all those developments.
Institutional adoption of crypto has accelerated. Does that make crypto safer, do you think, make it more correlated to traditional risk assets?
Well, whether it's correlated or otherwise, it really depends, right? Sometimes, based on trends, sometimes it is quite correlated to NASDAQ, other times it's not. But to me, it is a very good testament of the maturity coming on stream into this sector, right? So I got involved in 2017, and I always believed that blockchain is going to be the future of financial services. For that to take place, you need two elements. One, you need clear regulations, and you need different type of investors with different risk appetite, horizon, duration, for it to be a much healthier marketplace, which we are seeing now, and is now becoming part of global infrastructure and landscape. So I'm actually very happy to see all this development coming through.